Alright, what is up guys, and welcome on into part 2 of my car tier list videos for Fortnite. This will be a thing that I do every quarter of the year now. So this is for quarter 1 of the year, January through March, those 3 months. We have a good selection of cars at the very bottom here where we are going to be ranking them. But if you have not watched the original tier list video for 2023 through 2024's cars, make sure you go watch that so you guys know and understand what we're doing, how we're ranking these on, stuff like that. But before we get into all that, before we get into ranking these things at least, I do want to make some adjustments to the cars because with cars coming in, there are going to be some adjustments to the tier list, obviously, because some cars will be going up, some cars will be going down, and how we see them and how we value them against the other cars. So let's go ahead and get right into that. So, starting off, I want to move the Sentio down to B. The reason why that being is because it doesn't look or sound as good as a lot of the other cars in this row right here of A, and it's not adding decals onto itself either. So yeah, I really want to move that down to B. Second off, I want to move the BMW 1 Series down into A, probably right above the Urus, being mainly the fact that it was a Battle Pass car for the Rocket Pass, but it doesn't have as much with it as the other Rocket Pass cars have. They, like the Shokunin and the Nissan R32, for example, right? Those two are the only two other cars to have GXT or RLE styles that are currently in Fortnite. But those are also the two that have the most customization between the RLE style and the base style. They have the most difference, I guess I should say. And it's also becoming not as worth it with all these SUVs coming out because it's like a bigger car that's like classified as a sports car for some reason. I still don't know why. So yeah, as for the Lamborghini Huracan STO, that thing's also being moved down into A. It's still going to be top of A, just below the Lockjaw, just because the Lockjaw was so cheap that I'm going to allow it to stay at the very top of A class. And because the Lambo sounds terrible, we all know it, so yeah. Because with that Lambo going down, we have another Lambo joining the upper tiers somewhere. We don't know where yet. We'll just have to find out whenever we get there. But first off, actually no. I also want to move the Quadra down. Because the Porsche has been a lot more worth it recently. I've been enjoying the Porsche a lot compared to the Quadra. The Quadra is more worth it in terms of value, but I also just love the Porsche way too much. So yeah. So, starting off, R32. This thing is immediately going to the top of S-Class. Hear me out, alright? This thing is amazing. Brought in animated wheels as well as animated decals. Just for two things, right? Just for the first 2 points. Third point, it was a Godzilla decal, which is really sick, and it had like all sorts of like good decals and stuff like that. Another point is that it's probably one of the best sounding cars in the game, in my opinion, personally. Let's go and take a look, listen to the sound. And it looks around the same looks as the R34, which is one of my favorite cars by design in this game so far. I'd say it is as good or better looking than the R34, in my opinion, just because the R34, you can't have a blank canvas and just put a decal on it. I still don't know why. Yeah. But you can have a blank canvas as a decal, but you can't have a blank canvas and then put a decal onto it. The base style is that gray decal that it has on it currently, which is holding it back in my opinion. So yeah, the R32, like I said, sounds amazing, looks amazing, and is by far one of my favorite cars at this current moment. It has to be a top 3 for me, at the very least. So, next is the Komodo. Now the Komodo, it is probably my favorite Rocket League original car. Komodo sounds awesome. It sounds awesome. It's like a big meaty, like it sounds almost like V8-ish to me. Even though it doesn't look that way to me. It doesn't look like a V8 for me. Jeez. Hey guys, I just now noticed while I was editing this, I did not say this, but I just now thought of two more amazing points for the Komodo. One, it was a really, really rare car inside of Rocket League before it came to Fortnite, which allows more people to actually be able to get it if it comes back into the game. And two, it was also sold with the golden trim edit style, which is the only car to be sold with the golden trim edit style. Before the Komodo was the Fuse car from Rocket Racing's Neon Rush starter pack. So yeah, but I'll let you guys get back to the video. So yeah, I really like it though. This is going to the bottom of S-Class. I think I'll put the Void Burn right in front of it. Shokunin right behind it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, because the Void Burn the costs are on the same, but it had more to it. While the Shokunin will become more rare over time, just because it was a Rocket League Battle Pass car, like I mentioned before. But yeah, I think it deserves that lower S-Class. Don't worry, there will be more cars in B, and A, and C, such as the Nimbus right here. I don't think there's going to be any in D though. We can all agree every single car that has been added in the first quarter of 2025 is above a D class. I think we can all agree on that. But the Nimbus, right? The Nimbus. It had a 4-way decal between Fortnite, White Off, I think it was Rocket League. Well, yeah, Rocket League's the one who made the car. The White Off, Rocket League, Fortnite. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure there was Puma there, as well as something else. I always forget the name of the last one. It's like Diablo? Diablo? Something like that? No, that's the name of a Lamborghini. What? I'm sure I'll put a video or something on here, because, like, every car is gonna have some, like, video context on them and stuff like that. You know how it is. It'll probably be my gameplay and reviews that I already did on the cars. But anyway, the Nimbus, right? The Nimbus. I think it deserves middle of A class, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna play the sound for it right now. Go ahead and listen to that. Alright, gonna take this off though and see how it sounds. And look at the design of this thing, and you can't really tell me it doesn't deserve middle A class. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it above the 1 series, because the 1 series it's fallen off pretty hard. I think we can all agree on that. Peekaboo, editing's here again. Scared you. Anyway. I still thought of something else. Another thing about the Nimbus, another cool thing, is that you can customize the lights on its side and on its, like, roof and stuff like that. I'll try to take a video and show you guys, like, what I'm talking about as I ramble on about this kind of stuff. But yeah, you guys will see what I mean. I'll try and get a video of it. So I'll go do that right now. See you guys then. Bye. Now, next is the Revolver. The Revolver, right? 1,500 V-Bucks. It looks pretty decent. Middle tier for me. And the sound is pretty good. It's pretty good. Hold on. My main flaws with this car, my main downvotes on this thing is the wheels have an odd color. Like, it comes with wheels, 3 decals, all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't come with any customizable decals, and the wheels are a very, very odd color. It's hard to match up with them, honestly. I think I'm gonna put it to the top of B class, just above the Sentio, honestly. That's just my opinion, though. Now, the Tygris. This was a weird car, right? I think it was beginning of Chapter 6, Season 2. I think so. Yeah, I think it was the beginning of Chapter 6, Season 2. I logged in and got the Tygris, right? Wait, no. It was like an update ago. Not this update, but last update. Okay, so I logged in, got the Tygris, right? And a few days later, it comes in with the Invincible decals, right? But it also came in with some other decals for some reason. They weren't its default decals in Rocket League or anything. It wasn't like I was just missing some default decals. They're just some random decals. I don't know where they came from, honestly. But I'm gonna put it at C. Because listen to the sound of this thing. Look at the design of this thing, and just tell me what it's better than. I don't really think it's better than anything that's above it, honestly. I think it's an overall middle tier car, well, slightly below middle tier in my opinion. They tried with the Tygris, and I appreciate it, but yeah, there's got to be some losers and some winners in these tier lists, and unfortunately the Tygris was one of those losers, unlike the Azura, which is currently my favorite car in the entire game. I'm just going to be completely honest. This thing has exceeded my expectations. Now, there are a couple of downfalls with this car. Well, one downfall with this car. Have to grind the Rocket Pass to get it and its decal. So, Rocket Pass, right? We all know it. We all know it. It's the Rocket League Battle Pass. You get the Dodge Scat Pack, which is this car here. We'll be talking about that here in a second. And we also get the Azura. The Dodge Scat Pack is tier 1, the Azura is tier 40. The Azura looks and sounds amazing. Oh, I love the sound of this thing. As soon as I put out my gameplay and review, everybody kept asking me like stuff about it, and like they were asking me like how I got my levels up so fast. They were asking me stuff of like they were saying like, oh yeah, I gotta get on Rocket League again to get this car, stuff like that. Other people have been coming into my stream and stuff like that, asking like where I got the car sometimes, or was it just comments on random videos? It might have just been comments on random videos, I don't know. But either way, I can tell this has been one of the fan favorite cars of the of Fortnite since it came in. I don't know where it stands in the current rankings, but I'm not going to look at them as to not sway my opinion any if I do at all, because I don't want to take a risk on that, because I'm kind of impressionable sometimes. But either way, yeah. I'd say it's my favorite car at this current moment, honestly. I'm just gonna be completely honest. It's my favorite car. I love that thing. Its decals are pretty decent, but the sound is absolute god tier. I love it. Maybe an electric car, but it's still a really good. Now, oh my god, Dodge Scat Pack, right? They did so well with this car, which is why this car hurts me so badly. This car. Okay, so you log in season 18 of Rocket League, right? The 14th of, I think it was 14th of March. You log in, grab it with the Rocket Pass, or if you got crew, then you get it from there. By the way, use code CVT in the Fortnite or Rocket League item shop, purchasing Battle Pass or cars or anything like that. Anyway, that's not why we're here. Okay, almost plugged. Either way, you log in, you get it in Fortnite, and you'll love how it sounds. I know a lot of people used to love how this thing sounds. Keyword used to, because boy did they mess up. Boy did they mess up. They noticed that it wasn't sounding the way they wanted it to at first. So what they did was they took the sound file and they made it different. They fixed it. And it sounds worse. Okay, Here's how it used to sound. Titanium white mirrors. And here's how it sounds now. Which one are you guys taking? The design is decent, not better than the Hellcat, obviously. The Hellcat's so much better than this thing in every single way. Supercharger, by the way, I'm sorry for getting a turbo mixed up with a supercharger. It was like 4 a.m. and my brain was telling me it was a turbo. I still don't know why that happened. But, yeah. I don't know where to put this thing, honestly. I don't know where to put this thing. Because, like, it's a free car. Well, not free, but if you buy crew, then it's free. You know what? I'm gonna put it at the very, very bottom A class. It's still a nice car. Don't get me wrong. Still a very, very nice car. But, man, oh man, was it a disappointment. Was it a disappointment? Yes, it was. Jesus. Why did they have to go and fix the audio on that thing? Now, the Jeep, I understand. The Jeep had such good audio on it, like after it got fixed, when before it got fixed, it sounded like the base SUV. That's something you should fix. But the Dodge doesn't even shift gears anymore. Not that it should because it's an electric car, but still, let us have the sound. It sounded so good whenever it was shifting gears. I don't know why they got rid of it. It was probably due to Dodge being like, oh yeah, you gotta change this right now. This isn't how our car sounds. Oh, change it right now or we'll never do a partnership with you again. Something like that. I don't know. That's just my guess. But, next car. Can we, you know what, let's skip the Jeep and the Ram real quick. Let's go into the Countach. Okay. The Countach, right? It's March 28th, 12:08 a.m. It's basically midnight. Basically, this thing should be coming out, I think it's 20 hours from now in the item shop, but I already have it because I got it in Rocket League for 1100 credits when it's, okay, the decals on this thing are really nice, but either way, it's coming out in about 20 hours. It'll have a new Mortal Kombat decal, 2 of them at that, both animated, and this thing sounds amazing. Listen to the sound. It sounds. It looks amazing, and it comes with 2 wheels. And guess what? It's cheaper than the Huracan. See? That's what I love about it. Its price is barely holding it back, if at all, because it's going to be $2,800 from what I hear, which we don't know how much it is yet. So I can go ahead and give my, oh wait, no, we do know. I forgot. Leakers confirmed it earlier. Anyway, it is $2,800, or at least it will be as of this video coming out. The decals for it look insane. Here's both Mortal Kombat decals. I'll be putting one onto the right and left side of the screen. One Scorpion, one Sub-Zero. I'm sure you guys can guess which one's which. Sub-Zero's ice, Scorpion's fire, that kind of thing. But, yeah. It also is going to come with 2 wheels. That's, well, 2 more wheel sets. Anyway, but I think I'm going to put this thing here. Like I said earlier, the Nissan R32 is top 3. Well, did I say that about the Nissan or the Azura? Either way, they're both top 3 because that is my top 3 favorite cars now. Okay? Okay. Yeah. And now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to the big controversial one. Jeep versus Ram. Now, this is a bit of a controversial one, honestly. I've been hearing a lot of people being like, oh yeah, this one's better, no, this one's better, and I've been seeing people in my chat, or not my chat, but the comments of like the Jeep and the Ram being like, hey, which one should I buy, which one's better, which one do you like better, that kind of thing, you know? I'll give you guys a clear, solid answer right here, right now. Okay? So, before we get into which one's better, let's discuss the pros and the cons of each, because this will decide the best SUV in the game. Okay, so first we'll start with the Ram. In my opinion, the wheels look a lot better, and the design for it is a lot better than the Jeep. It also sounds a lot better. And I believe, wait, no, the decals. I love the decals. That's four pros for me. The Jeep, however. The Jeep costs significantly less. It comes with more. It has a Tomb Raider decal, which is really cool. The Tomb Raider decal, though, I feel like will never come back out again because the Nick A30 decal never came back again. The Metallica decals never came back again. The Alan Walker ones, the Adidas, the Puma, all those ones never came back out again, so yeah. But the Jeep, the Jeep is a really, really good SUV. Like I said, they changed the design, they changed the sound, not the design. Here's how it used to sound. Side. Okay, so... and here's how it currently sounds. Like the regular SUV. Now it sounds a lot better, as you can hear. So, which one do you like better? Tell me down in the comments. Because I think I like the new one better. But in my opinion, oh yeah, the Jeep also has cover for you and your teammates whenever you're driving in it. So they're both the same. They both have the same amount of pros, in my opinion. Okay? Now, as for which one I like better, I'm going to have to go with the Ram. Because, personally, I think I'm going to put it right here, actually. Yeah. Right there. Personally, right? The Ram looks and sounds a lot better, and like I said, the wheels are also a lot better, which the wheels don't really matter because you can take off the wheels and put on different ones. But that's why we're here to discuss this, right? We're here to discuss the pros and cons of each car. What car is the best in the game, and what SUV is the best in the game that we're talking about right now. We have the Cybertruck, the Behemoth, the Urus, the Jeep, and the Ram. I don't know why I pointed at the Ram when I said the Jeep, but okay. Either way, that's what I think. I think the Ram is better than the Jeep, and I think the Jeep will go here alongside the Ram, because they both have the same amount of pros and cons. They're both really, really, really good trucks, or I guess SUVs at this point. And yeah, if you want more cover on your car, then go for the Jeep. But if you want one that's really good design, doesn't feel as chunky or clunky, and also looks and sounds really, really well, go for the Ram. It all depends on what you want at the end of the day, out of your car. But yeah, I want to know, what do you guys think about this tier list? Is there anything you guys want to change on the tier list? And also, actually, I might start doing community polls. We'll start comparing each car in a big tournament, right? And we'll see which one is the best of the best by your guys' standard, not mine. I want to know you guys' opinions, all right? But yeah, once this video gets released, check the community polls. We'll do like a tournament style format thing for the cars, and we will see which one is the best of the best in you guys' opinion. But until next time, please just tell me what you guys think about this tier list down below. Leave a like, subscribe, use code TVT in the Fortnite item shop or Rocket League item shop, and let's get this tier list noticed, because the last one popped off and I feel like people will really like this one. Next one will be coming in another 3 months time. So, but until then, my channel will be filled with all the car reviews, as much as I can pull out, that is. But until next time, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.